Hi, everybody. Welcome to the happy hour. It's Monday. Let's get the week started right. Let's get the drinks flowing and the winners flowing. Do like we always do. Say hi to the cappers. See how they did. Some of the cappers you've seen this morning. Hey, I didn't make the morning show. Had some stuff to deal with. But, hey, we're here in the afternoon. We'll get you who's in, who's out in the NBA. We got a half decent NBA slate. NHL's off to the Four Nations disastrous fun going on there, I guess. And then the college basketball slate. So we'll get to it. We'll say hi to the cappers, and then we'll get right to the picks. How you doing, Ron?
Yeah, Rod, the Russians get the rest. Anyway, yeah, I think they were pretty perturbed about that. But, the IHF has banned them. They're going to be banning this too. So, hey, congratulations to the Eagles, man. They just tore my Chiefs up, Hey, congratulations. They got it back. There is the schedule's already out. They're coming to Arrowhead next year to look forward to that one. So we'll get it back. And my Auburn Tigers lose the one spot. What the hell's going on there? So, yeah, it was a tough weekend. But, I did good. Soccer's still cooking. I hit 2 out of 3 today. So, looking good. Getting ready for a little college basketball. And I got a Champions League play for you tomorrow as well.
Sounds good. How are you doing, Ramon?
Yeah, well, hey, the day after the Super Bowl, I was going to call in. That's what you have to do. You have to having a big party on Super Bowl Sunday. But no, we got to show up and make some great picks on some of these small college basketball games and our NBA card. And not only that, next year we'll get Monday off. And actually, the Super Bowl does fall on President's Day weekend for the first time next year. But this year, we'll just have to tough it up here, Ron, after a big party there. Yeah, congratulations to those Eagles. I was on the other end, but nonetheless, a tremendous performance, certainly worthy of world championship quality by Philly.
It was a good game. I don't think even Chiefs got a sniff in that one. Doesn't even look like they got off the bus. But you got to hand it to the Eagles the way they played, dominated. How you doing, Solo?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy to be here. We did the morning show, but we had to swing back through. Really excited about this card today. Obviously, you can see I'm riding with my squad. Ready to talk sports, do what we love, make a little money. Let's get to it.
Exactly. Let's get to it. Yesterday was yesterday. Just another day. Congratulations to the Eagles on winning the Super Bowl. Hey, it's good to see. Good to see Barkley win one. Congratulations to a couple guys on that team. Hey, it's good to see them win one. And hey, they definitely did it in dominant fashion. 3-peat is not as easy as people think. So, congratulations to the Chiefs to go back to back and then make it back to back to actually get there to do it, because there's been plenty of teams that have attempted the 3-peat, just have fallen short. It's definitely not an easy feat going back to back, winning 3 championships. So, still, congratulations on a good season to get as far as you did. All righty, because we've seen some of those games that were like, ooh, but good job getting there. On to the new year. Watch out for the 49ers next year, I think. After their injury-prone season, I think they might be on the up here, because they got all the pieces. If they stay healthy, I think they'll be all right. But long way to go. Sad, because we're going to not see football for a little bit. But we got lots of NBA, so let's head on over to the NBA action. We'll do the first 5. We'll look at Atlanta heading into Orlando. Orlando favored by 5.5. We got the Timberwolves heading into Cleveland. Cleveland favored by 9.5, and that one total 231. The total in the Atlanta Magic 222 in that one. We got the Spurs heading into Washington. Spurs favored by 11, total 237.5 in that matchup. We got Boston heading into Miami. Boston favored by 5.5 in that one, total 216.5. And then we got the Hornets heading into Brooklyn. Brooklyn favored by 3.5 in that one, total 211.5. Just have a quick look at the lineup, see who's in, what's going on. Still game time decision on Conley and Edwards for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo and the other Edwards and Randall out. We're looking at the Cavs. Strus game time decision for the Cavs. Koru, Travers, and Wade out for Cleveland. Looking at Atlanta, Trae Young in, most likely there in that one. And on the Magic, just Suggs. It says game time decision, but I'm going to lean to the side that Suggs doesn't play in that matchup. On look at the Spurs. Looks like just Basie out for the Spurs. On the Washington side, we're looking at Sadiq Bey out, Gill out, Milton out, Sarr and Smart out. Looking at the Boston in the Heat game, we still got Jaylen Brown and Tatum game time decision, and that one, Craig and Holiday out for Boston. On the Heat side, Hero still game time decision. Jacques and Stevens out in that matchup. Heading on to Charlotte and Brooklyn, we're looking at Charlotte on the Charlotte side of things. Nick Smith game time decision. Josh Green game time decision there. Wong game time decision. On the Brooklyn side of things, D'Angelo Russell game time decision there. Bogdanovich, Clowney, Lewis, Cam Thomas still out for Brooklyn. Hang on over to Ron to kick things off. What do you think there in those NBA action, Ron?
I got my 3-point play in this one right here, so you can get that right now, Tony's picks. I'm going to look at a couple of the other ones, though. You know, we were used to Orlando playing, you know, pretty well at home, but they've kind of fallen off this year. Yes, last year they were really good at home. So I'm going to lean the Hawks in that one. And I guess we still really, I mean, we put together this happy hour to get late NBA updates, and still we're struggling to get those. Looking at the Washington Wizards, they are the Washington Wizards. Remember that. I know Solo probably going money line on them, but I'm taking the Spurs to roll in this one. So give me a -11 in that one. And I don't know about Minnesota and Cleveland. There's just too many question marks for Minnesota. So I'd look for Cleveland probably to smash if Ant's out. And we already know DiVincenzo's out. Randall's been out. There's just too many question marks for Minnesota. But I'd look for Cleveland in that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think of those slate of NBA action, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll go to that Minnesota and Cleveland game, and I'll look at the total in this one, guys. I think when you look at Cleveland, they're big-time overs all season long, it feels like. They've gone over in 18 of their last 26, 31 and 16 to the over as a favorite overall. And we're starting to see Minnesota here in a dog roll, 7-4. The over is a dog, 7-3 to the over in their last 10. This one's been on the move higher. Would have maybe been a premium if I was a little quicker on the draw. It's all the way up to 231, but I'll take the over still here on the show. Give me over with Minnesota and Cleveland. Rod?
Hang on over to Solo. What do you think in those ones, Solo?
San Antonio and Washington. I actually went to this game last year, saw Wemby up close and personal. He went for 50. I don't think they can really do too much with him in this one. Washington has a lot of injuries, but they have covered 4 out of 5 lately, so they're playing better ball. San Antonio's dropped back-to-back games by 1 point, obviously all on the road. Nice little long road trip here. I think these teams get up and down, push this total over 2. I got it at 236. I'm not sure if it moved up. I don't have it in front of me. 236.5 actually. Yeah, went up half a point. Still like it there. Take the over. Minnesota
37.5. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Minnesota and Cleveland, I expect the same things. I think one of these guys play. I think Ant-Man probably gets in here. I think Cleveland does what they normally do, score about 120, 125 at home. I think Minnesota chips in. I think this total also goes over. One more. I like Atlanta with the points. I've been watching Orlando. I was leaning toward the under. I really don't like the way Paolo was scoring. He's struggling on the offensive end. I know Wagner's back, but Orlando, something looks a little off. Let's take the Hawks with the points.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that Atlanta and Orlando, 222 for an Orlando game, I think that's a little bit high for me. Give me the under 222 in that matchup. Just as Solo mentioned, Orlando just is off shooting and offensively, just putting all 4 quarters together and having a solid game from start to finish is I don't know. They just look off, and I don't know what it is. But scoring the whole pile, I don't see it. Give me the under 222 in that matchup, and definitely lead to the Hawks plus the 5.5 there. And then San Antonio and Washington, I don't know. Normally I think up and down, but in that one at 237.5 now is where I see it up to. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the under. I just don't see us getting enough points there in that matchup. For me, it's Washington, and they can be able to score enough to keep up pace and do their part of the heavy lifting. I expect the Spurs to be able to because they're averaging about 113 to 117 points over their last 5. The Wizards versus the Western Conference only scoring 106, so that gets us just under this number. So I like the under 237.5 there in that matchup. And then Boston just have a big win. And I'm just going to keep riding off Boston off a big win this year when they follow up big win by not covering spreads. Following a 15-point win this year, I believe they're 1-15 ATS. So just give me the Heat plus the points in that matchup. All right, heading on to the next slate of the NBA. We'll split the last chunk let's split it up into two. We'll do all the 8 p.m. games, and then we'll save the last couple for the end. We'll do New Orleans heading into OKC. OKC up to 17-point favorite versus the Pelicans, and that one total 235. We got the Warriors heading into Milwaukee. The Warriors favored 7 in that matchup. We got the Sacramento Kings heading into Dallas. Dallas 1-point favorite, total 237 in that matchup. Take a look at the injury report. Looking at the Pelicans, Boston Brown, Jones, McCollum, and Olynyk out for the Pelicans on the OKC side. Then we got Wallace out. We got AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Joe, and Dieng out for OKC. So pretty much healthy there. There should be a pretty good matchup in that one. Looking at the Bucks side of things, Damian Lillard, game time decision there in that one. Conley, same thing, game time decision there. Looks like Brook Lopez will check in and play for the Bucks there. On the Warriors side of things, Steph Curry still game time decision there. Kuminga out. Heading into Charlotte and Brooklyn. No changes there in that one. The other one this time slot we were looking at is the Kings and Dallas. Dallas still got some question marks there. Game time decision. PJ Washington. Exum, game time decision. Christie, game time decision for the Mavericks. On the Sacramento side of things, looking like a clean injury report. We'll go to the Riverside. Hang on over to Solo to kick off these section of 3. What do you think, Solo?
Yeah, this morning I made a mistake this morning in talking about the New Orleans. The game with the Sacramento Dallas game. I said the Sacramento hadn't won a game since the trade. They actually won the game. They just didn't get the cover. I still don't really like them in this situation. I think Dallas finds a way to bounce back. I think they play well at home. Let's take Dallas on the money line. Golden State and Milwaukee. It's a funny little line here. Golden State looks like they got a little better energy. I'm not sure if Steph plays, but I think Jimmy's going to add a little bit of IQ to this team. I think they're going to play a little defense, communicate a little bit, take this total under 231. And is that it? Yeah, that's all I have in this slot.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think in this slot, Ramon?
Well, I will try the Thunder. Here, Ron, lay these big points. Obviously, there's Pelicans have bigger problems than they did even when they weren't playing well, and they can't even win a game right now. They're just 8-18 against the spread on the road. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City doesn't matter to take no prisoners even on these big numbers. It seems like they're able to get these big numbers quite frequently. This one's a little bit tough right now. It's laying here 17 on a increase of about 2 points. I think it might be the right side there, and that's why the line has moved that way. I'm going to go ahead and lay 17 here with Oklahoma City, 19-9 against the spread at home, 30-17 against the spread still as a favorite. We know they're much better. It's just a matter of motivation, and to me, it's on New Orleans end because they aren't really playing with much inspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it and figure a 20-point win tonight.
You know what, I'm kind of heading on over to Ron. What do you think they're in those 3, Ron?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Ramon. You know, with McCollum out or Jones is out, man. There's this is kind of the first time you're seeing everybody healthy for the OKC Thunder, and you know they just had a win in non-cover against Washington. So I think this is the smash spot. I think OKC lays the wood in that one, and the other one, Sacramento and Dallas. I've always kind of gone against Sacramento as a favorite, and I've gone with them as a dog. So I'm going to take a shot with Sacramento +1 here on the road at Dallas.
And for me, these games in the spot, I agree. You look at some numbers here. Pelicans in the spot. They're trying to revenge a loss versus an opponent. Guess what? They're not so good at revenging losses. They're 3-21 straight up when trying to avenge a loss, and 9-18 ATS when trying to avenge that same loss. So Pelicans struggle. Just tough. And then against the good defensive teams, holding teams to a less than 108 points a game. They're 1-7 ATS this year. So I agree. I think this is OKC smash spot. I think they win by 20 plus in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking at here in this time spot is where is it? I don't know. I'm going to take Dallas at home here. I don't think we want to see any riots of any sort yet here. I think this Dallas team's still feeling a little bit hurt and bruised, and I don't think you want to have them lose too many home games. I think they go on a little bit of stretch where they win a few home games here, just to keep that hometown crowd a little bit happy. The way things are going there, especially at a coin flip price where it's a 1 and a 1 plus 1 plus. Give me Dallas at home in that one. I'm not even going to worry about the point. I'll just take Dallas and the Mavs on the money line in that one. I just think they continue to get some home wins. Maybe out on the road they don't win some, but at home there, I think they continue to win. Arena stays intact. Heading on to the last slate of games. Should be some good ones here. We got Portland heading into Denver. Denver laying 9.5. And then probably the game that everybody's going to be tuning into is the Utah Jazz heading into the Lakers. Lakers favored by 12 in that matchup. Total 235.5. Heading on over to Ron. What do you think there in those two games, Ron?
Yeah, that 236 is a little light. There's a lot of points being given up by the Utah Jazz lately. So I'm going to take the over in that one. Probably, hope we get Luka in about a 50 spot tonight. So we'll see.
Hanging on over to Ramon. What do you think of those two, Ramon?
Well, Ron stole the script. I'll just agree with Ron here. We're only dealing with two games. I've got some premium action. So I'm going to go over with Utah and LA for sure tonight. Look, the Lakers are going over big time of late for their last 5. Have gone over 5 of their last 6 here at home. Also, this series has gone over in 8 of the last 10 games overall. So I agree with Ron here. I'm going to take the over in the big Utah Lakers game tonight. And there's a man in purple on our screen, Rod.
There is. So what does he think about this game tonight?
Obviously in this one right here, I think it's going to be a big game. I think everybody's going to play. Huge expectations. Everybody be tuned in. The Lakers are definitely going to win this game. Utah just can't really protect the basket. The Lakers are shooting the ball well. We're going to take the over. I'm actually going to lay it as well. I'm going to double up on this game. Try to make a little money. I think the Lakers in a really good spot. Utah just can't compete. This game will get away from them late. Let's take the over and lay it with the Lakers. Portland and Denver, I actually think these teams get them down. I'm going to take that total over as well.
And look at the report. Yeah, it looks like everybody's in. There was some game time decisions earlier, but those are definitely green. Doncic, Reeves, James, all were game time decisions. Even Dalton Connect isn't green to play this game as well for the Lakers. And for the Jazz, KJ Martin and Sexton out. Looking at Portland, looks like Grant game time decision. Chris Murray game time decision for Portland, and Robert Williams game time decision for Portland in that one. And for the Denver Nuggets, it just looks like a Michael Porter going to be game time decision. Gordon's going to play. Jamal Murray is going to play. Kakar, Watson, and Westbrook out for the Nuggets in that one. You know what? I think you just take these two late games. I agree with Solo. I think we see some points. You want to see some basketball played with no defense? Watch Portland and Denver and Utah Jazz and the Lakers. Definitely up and down the court on both. No defense being played. Portland and Denver going to score well into the 230s in that matchup. You look at what Portland's been doing defensively versus the Northwest Division this year. They're giving up 49.7% field goal shooting, which equates to about a $120 points-wise. 7-3 to the over versus Northwest Division opponents this season. And you look what the Nuggets do defensively at home. They're giving up 46% shooting versus the Northwest Division, giving up 47% field goal shooting defensively. So all that boatload of points, I kind of lean to Portland too to keep it a bit close in the track meet. As a lot of offense being scored because Denver 6-2 to the over versus the Northwest Division this season. So yeah, give me the over in that one, and then same thing, give me the over in the Lakers game as well. That wraps up the NBA. Let's head on over to the college slate of action. there's a half decent card here on a Monday.
Yes, sir.
Of college games. There's a couple games definitely going to tune into. Let's do all the 7 p.m.s. How many 7:30s we got? A couple. Okay, we'll do all the 7 p.m. Eastern games, and we'll go all the way, including the 7:30 p.m. Eastern games. So all the way up to the 8 p.m. ones. So everything before 8 p.m. Eastern. Heading on over to Ron. What do you got?
Hey, you got to look at the big one. You know, Clemson's coming off a big win against Duke, but I think it's a great let's down spot. In North Carolina, Hubert Davis's man, he's got to do something. And I think this might be the spot for the North Carolina Tar Heels. It's already down to 4.5, so you can see some money coming in North Carolina. I got 6 earlier today, so looking at the Tar Heels in that one. And I'm going to go to the Southland Conference. Give me Nicholls State minus the 7. Love this team playing defense, and Northwestern State just on the road is just absolutely horrible. So give me Nicholls State in that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think of that early slate of college basketball action?
Oh, I thought I was going to the big one, Ron, with the Lafayette and first place American in the Patriot League. Here, I'll take American to keep things rolling. I think this number looks a little light for first place American right now. I never thought I'd say that, knowing what I know about this program before they were even a team you could bet on. But I think tonight I'm going to lay it here. It's down to 3, so I do like that here. American is 7-3 against the spread at home so far this season. I'm going to lay it here with the Eagles.
Heading on over to Solo. What do you think of this slate of games, Solo?
I'm gonna look at the game between North Carolina and Clemson. I watched the game with the Tar Heels Saturday. Had Pittsburgh. I definitely agree with OG Ron C. I think Hubert Davis coaching for his job. He found a way to get out of that one. And this one here, I actually took Duke last time, and I learned my lesson about fading Clemson and Little John. I won't do that again. Sign me up with the Tigers. I'm laying it. Is New Orleans an incarnate word in this time slot? Or is that the next one?
It's in it.
This time
Yeah.
slot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
7:30.
look at New Orleans incarnate word. I'm gonna look at this. Early this morning, I took this total under. It was at 149. I think we have some movement. I'm not sure if
Down
we're
about
missing that by now.
146 now. 146,
Yeah,
I see it at. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay on the under. I think we get the money.
And for me in this time slot, I agree. I'm not fading Clemson here in the spot. Everybody thinks it's going to be a letdown spot and take North Carolina. This isn't the same Tar Heels team we've seen over the years. This is a Clemson team that has stepped up and won't be stepped on here in this spot. They easily cruise the win here in this one. Everybody's humping North Carolina. I think this is a big letdown spot. No, it's not. Take Clemson. In that one, I was reaching for my hat to put it on, but it's I think it's in the other room. I was going to slam it on my head.
That hat's too good that you have on already. I don't want to see you have to fight that one.
Exactly right. So it's I was going to, but we'll keep it the way it is for now. I like Clemson big in that one over the Tar Heels. And another one I'm looking at in the spot. Give me East Texas A&M heading into McNeese. I just think that's too many points. McNeese, solid basketball team, but not 19-point favorite. Good. East Texas A&M. They're not going to win the game outright, that's for sure, but they're going to keep it closer than the 19 in that one. Too many. Give me the big dog price in that one. Heading on to the last slate of games, we'll do all the 8 p.m. ones, and we'll head right on through to the big late game. Baylor taking on Houston, and then the one to end the night is Fresno State taking on Nevada. We'll go reverse, heading on to Solo. What do you think of the late night college basketball action, Solo?
A&M, CC, and Lamar. I think Lamar is just one of the better teams in the conference. I think they get it done here. I'm gonna take Lamar. I think they get the money. Let's take Lamar on the money line. Baylor and Houston, I actually had a premium on this play. I gave it on the morning show. I'm still feeling good. I'm going to give it away again. I took the under 132 premium play for you right there. And that's all I have in the slot.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think here in this slot, Ramon?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the bottom here of the SWAC tonight. My SWAC game is going to be with Grambling here on the road. I think the move was on Grambling pretty much here as they've gone up here now to 2.5. So I think that's the indicator kind of right now. Both teams aren't very good at covering the spread at this point, but I'm going to end up here on the Tigers in this one, Rod, laying the 2.5. Like I said, not much to write home about with the numbers necessarily, but Alabama A&M is 4-12 against the spread as an underdog. So I'll take Grambling and lay it.
And for me in this slate of games, one I'm looking at here is I like getting 13 against North Carolina A&T heading in to Campbell. I think Campbell is the better team here in this one, but 13 points. I think now Campbell, the way they've been rolling, they've won winners of six straight covers as well. I think they're little overvalued here in the spot. Give me NCAAB to keep it close. I think it's a single-digit win for the Camels in that matchup. 13 is just too many for them to be covering there. And I like Lamar at home. I agree. Give me Lamar in that matchup. I'll take Lamar on the money line. I'm not going to worry about the point in that matchup. It's just I like Lamar at home. Lamar on the road is a fade for me. It's just like Baylor. Usually Baylor on the road is just a complete fade because they've been playing their better ball at home. But getting 9 here in this one, and the total being at 132, I think this is a lower scoring defensive battle under the 132 I like, but give me Baylor plus the 9. I think they can hang with Houston there and that one, keep it close. I don't know if they got an outright in them, but I think they got a shot to keep it close with Houston. As we've seen Houston at times look like they can be defeated. So give me Baylor plus the 9 in that matchup. That wraps up today's
I want to hear what OG got. Ron C.
Did I totally miss Ron? What do you have this late? Oh, my bad. My bad. I totally.
Well, if you want to watch no defense, you're going to watch the Lakers game. If you want defense, you watch this late Baylor and Houston game. But I'm against you, Rod. Kelvin Sampson's great after he doesn't cover at home. He's coming back 21-5 against the spread. I'm taking Houston, laying the points. I think they smashed Baylor. I do not trust this Baylor team on the road, 3-9 against the spread. There's no way I can trust this Baylor team. I like the better defense in there. And I'm going back to the Southland Conference again, staying in there tonight. Southeastern Louisiana and Houston Christian. I'm not sure why Houston Christian's favored in this game. I don't get it. I have Southeastern Louisiana unless I'm missing something. Give me Southeastern Louisiana plus the 3.
Nice. All righty, that wraps up today's slate of action. So this is the time when the capper gives you a parlay, gives you a prop play, or even a game in the future, something whatever they want to give you. Definitely, it's all up to them. And then they'll let us know what they got going over at Tony's Picks tonight for their bets wise, their best bets. So hang on over to Ron. What do you got, Ron?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I got that NBA 3-point play, dropped it yesterday. The Philadelphia 76ers, they just didn't want to play yesterday. I don't know. They were all rooting for the Eagles yesterday, so they didn't show up. But got one again tonight. Nice little system play, about 89% trend there. So you'll like that one. And you can get that at Tony's Picks right now. For my parlay, I'm going to go ahead and let's go with college basketball. Take Southeastern Louisiana. I'll go the NBA. And we're going to take the Charlotte Hornets plus the 3.5 and sprinkle a little bit on the money line in that one. And I'm going to take Utah and the Lakers over 237.5.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you got for us, Ramon?
Yeah, well, it's Monday night. I'm going to hang out on the extra board. I hit my 3-teamer on Friday, so let's take some of that money and roll it again with a 3-teamer. I'll go under with UT Rio Grande Valley and Stephen F. Austin as my first play. It's gone way up here. It looks like to 142.5. So that's value. I'll take under with UTRGV and SFA. I'm going to go under with Texas A&M Corpus Christi against Lamar. 142 is the number there. That pretty much stayed true all day. But Lamar in some of these conference games during the week, they often stay under lower than this number anyway. So I'm going to go under with Corpus Christi and Lamar. And I'm going to go to Maryland Eastern Shore, getting the points at home against Howard. Can't tell you they're any good. They're 4-16 this season, but I'm going to end up taking points here. They're getting 7 for the most part. The sharp books have moved to 6.5. So I'll take Maryland Eastern Shore as my third leg of my 3-teamer. You can check me out with my premium picks, though, over at Tony'sPicks.com. I've got a package in the NBA. I've got a package in college basketball tonight for your perusal and purchase. So check me out over there. Use the promo code TonyT to save 15% off those premium pick packages from me or any of the cappers at Tony'sPicks.com. Thank you, Rod. Whoa, that was, hey, our graphics man, Rod, is on top of it. Perfect, Rod. Thank you.
Better than yesterday.
No problem. No problem. Heading on over to Solo. What do you got for everybody, Solo?
Let's put a little parlay together here. Let's go with Houston Baylor under. Let's go with Lamar on the money line, and let's go New Orleans Incarnate Word under. I'm actually kind of loaded today, guys. I actually love this card. I got 6 picks in NBA. I actually have 1 premium pick in college basketball. If you're paying attention, I gave it to you twice already. You can have that one. Sign with me short-term, long-term. Pay me one of the good cappers. We ready to roll, get to the bank. Let's get to it. Good luck to everybody. Let's make some money.
Right, let's make some money. For me, I'm going to kick it up a parlay. I'm going to go with Clemson, lay the points. I'm going to take the over in Portland and Denver. And then we're going to take the 9 points with Baylor in the college basketball slate of action. A little 3-team mixed sport for us there. And for me, over Tony's picks, I've got a 3-pack in NBA. I stayed clear of the college basketball. These were the 2 that were on my board. Clemson were my lead, and Baylor plus the 9 were the 2 that I almost put in as premiums. So they were almost premiums, but didn't quite make my card tonight. I got a 3-pack in the NBA that did make my card. Those 3 I absolutely love on the NBA board tonight to kickstart the week of winning. So jump aboard over at Tony's Picks. Hit the link in the description. Gets you right on over there. And hey, when you're over there, take a look at the leaderboard, see who's hot, and take advantage of the 2-for-1 capper promotional. Can't go wrong with having 2 cappers put money in your pocket. You can see there's quite a few hot cappers over there stacking the units. So definitely head on over and check it out. Thanks everybody for tuning into the happy hour. Let's just double check these NBA news. See if we got any.
Yeah, Rod, I got some Champions League for tomorrow for everybody if they want it.
All right, you tell them about your Champions League, and I'll check out the injury news. See if we
for Champions League, you want to take Juventus and take Atalanta. You can both get -0.5 at -105 on both of those. So take those 2. And for Manchester City, look for Mamouche to score. He just came over from Germany League, so look for him to score in that game against Real Madrid.
And injury-wise, it's still the same guys that are.
Rod, Tyler Hero has been announced out of that game, and look at that total drop.
Yeah. Yikes!
Miami down to 215 here. That one just coming across.
Yep, just came across as I hit the little refresh button. It did, yeah. Tyler Hero
first
out,
1 to 100.
Total is dropped. Yep. Let's hit the refresh button again. See if anything. Just that news. Still waiting on Brown and Tatum in Boston. Still waiting on Connolly and Edwards in Minnesota. Still waiting on Lillard in the Bucks game. Still waiting on Russell in Brooklyn. Smith, Green in the Charlotte game. So nothing news there. Typical NBA. Waiting right.
All right, I got some SEC videos going up tonight. Check those out for the Auburn, Alabama games tomorrow.
For the big tomorrow, yep, definitely tune into that. I'll have you. We crushed that my first college basketball parlay. I'll have a 3-team one for you tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout for it. It'll be up there for you tomorrow. Any last words before we head out of here to kick off the Monday winning?
How did the chat Friday go with the back and forth with they sending games? How'd that go Friday? Didn't y'all do a different format or something?
We tried to. We attempted to do a free-for-all on Friday that just because it was such a small slate. The whole the chat, we didn't get to any games listed. We would have been talking about nothing, so we just ended up doing the whole card like we normally do. So it didn't work so good, but it'll be a work in the progress and down the line. But that's what we'd like to do. Friday would be a free-for-all Friday. Basically, on that Friday, we go through the Friday's games, and then sometimes I don't even mind looking at if you give me Team A, Team B on a Saturday game or a Sunday game, I'll even tell you about what I think about those ones on a free-for-all Friday type of thing. Because we're not around here on the happy hour on the weekend. So I don't mind doing something like that going forward on a Friday. That's why we call it the Friday free-for-all. So definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll give it another go this Friday coming up. So Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and everybody that tunes into the happy hour and the morning show. We'll be back again tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Same cast of characters you see here on the happy hour, on the morning show. Definitely tune in there. And then definitely look at the archived YouTube content we got here at Tony's Picks. Definitely more and more from all your friendly faces you hear and all the cappers you love putting up content. So definitely tune into that. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. Cross the books. Let's kickstart the week of winter.
Good luck, everybody.